Stewart and Mike Sings and myself, and we started playing, you know, some of this kind of stuff, kind of 60s and 70s. And I said, I'm going to play a song that Dr. Hook kind of made a big hit with it, but I learned it from Bobby Bear. And Pat said, Sylvia's mother? I thought I would be the only person in the world that knew that both of those had been recorded, and it's all been recorded by both people. And then we played a bunch of that stuff that time. That was a lot of fun. Hey guys. Yeah, you want to take a break? All right, let's take a break. We're going to take a break. Got some water back there. If you want a sandwich, yeah, good luck. While we're milling around here, let me tell you all about what we got coming up here in the near future. Bill was telling you a while ago, we have Jesus Mejia is going to be back up here August the 31st, and he's going to do a little show for us. I think that's at 6 o'clock on a Sunday, isn't it? Or is it Saturday? I'm not sure. Saturday. 31st on Saturday. You know for sure Saturday? Saturday. Okay. And on September the 25th, we're going to have a fellow named Jackson Emmer. He's a singer-songwriter out of Colorado. He was here with us a few months ago when we lost the power and he had to do a show here in the dark, and which was quite interesting. We had a pretty good time. But he's going to come back and do a little show for us on the 25th of September. That's going to be on a Wednesday. My family and I went on a little trip. My oldest daughter, Elizabeth, was enrolled in college out on the West Coast, so we were going to take her out there. That was me and my daughter, who was 18, my younger daughter, who was 16, had just gotten her driver's license, and my wife. And we headed out. At the time, we lived in Dumas, which doesn't really make any difference in the story, except you know if you go to California, to LA, from the Texas Panhandle, prepared by local inmates. I said, next to fix of bricks by convicts on Route 66. And then we cross the state line. Well, when you cross the state line, you start seeing signs for Winslow, Arizona. Now that reminded me of another song. I know these guys know it. Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Every time I saw a sign for Winslow, I would have to sing that. Such a fine sight to see. There's a girl, my Lord, in a flatbed pool. Anyway, well, it didn't take long to get through Winslow. We could buy Winslow. And then we approached Flagstaff. I said, you know, Flagstaff is really it's where the elite like to go. It's kind of a resort. You can mix with the cliques on Route 66. Well, and then we began to see signs that prompted me for another line in that song. We began to see signs for Kingman. Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. And for the next however far it is from just west of Flagstaff up through San Bernardino, every time I would see a sign for one of those places, I would just spontaneously break out. Kingsman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Well, we finally got out, got my daughter settled into college, had a little vacation, started heading back. I had orders. I had better keep quiet about Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino, Winslow, and if I said anything about you know what, I would pay the consequences. Well, I really tried. I really tried. And of course, it's a long way, so we were all swapping off drivers, the three of us. And we were driving in eastern New Mexico, up towards Tucumcari, and I was sitting in the back, and I found, but these things kept popping into my mind, so I found a little receipt there, a little scrap of paper, and I began to work on my opus. And I began to write it out. And I said, suddenly I burst out, I have it! I have it! I said, what if you had movies and snapshots of fights between groups of Irish hillbillies' girlfriends with shillelaghs and nervous con men and inmates with cinder blocks? It would be flicks and pics of conflicts twixt cliques of mixed chicks with sticks and slicks and convicts with ticks and bricks getting their kicks on Route 66. There was a squeal of tires as my daughter swerved onto the shoulder.
jumped out of the car, opened the door, and said, "Get out." Well, you know, between Tucumcari and Santa Rosa is not a place you want to go left on the highway. I said, "You can't leave me here." She said, "I'm not leaving you. Get out." My wife was no help. She was pulling in my collar. And if you'd been driving down that stretch of the Mother Road that August afternoon, you would have seen me getting my kicks on the road. Well, while we're talking about traveling, Rick, get up here. We're going to go the other direction for a while. Any direction you got, we're going that's on the Georgia on a fast train. It's one of my favorite songwriters, Billy Joe Shaver. Another train song. I don't know what I do with my pick and all this stuff. Lost my picks on Route 66.
Is it that white one right there?
No, but I think I'll take that one.
Lost your picks on Route 66.
I lost my picks on Route 66. Okay, buddy, start me off there. Give me a little train. On a rainy Wednesday morning got the word right in front of me, I can't remember. On a rainy Wednesday morning, that's the day that I was born. This old Chevy rocking on the country shack. They say my mama left me, oh she had me, she hit the road and never once looked back. I just thought I'd mention that my grandpa's old age pension is the reason why I'm standing here today. I got all my country learned, and turning, pinning, cotton, raising cane, baby, hey. I've been Georgia on a fast train, but hey, I wasn't on no yesterday. I had a good Christian raising, and education ain't no need to I'll lead you on. But I will need you later.
Okay.
Well, I like to do a few, I like to do parodies. I like to take songs From my very earliest time, I remember hearing the parodies. I liked them. And this one was Weird Al, Ben Kohler. Remember Ben Kohler? Weird Al Yankovic song. Put that in there. This song was actually inspired by an event in my own home. A long time forgotten, her dying plans that fell by the way, and the waistlines that run off her shoulders. But they never complained of the gut pain or the back pain to come. They just think of all the good meals they had, good ones to come. He likes the French fries, gravy, and the chicken fried steak. To top it all, he had the big chocolate. She likes to join in, keep up the best that she can. She's a big-butted woman in love with a beer-bellied man. She's a big-butted woman in love with a beer-bellied man. Their life's awful crowded. When she puts on her makeup, he can't get by till he can. That big-butted woman loving big-butted man. They wonder while eating why calories won't end up right there. His on his belly and her on her belly. His mind's so tiny, his bitches been constantly sad, while hers is as large as an oversized Samsonite bag. She's a big-butted woman in love with a beer-bellied man. Their lives awful crowded, but Jesus when she brushes her teeth, he can't get by till he can. She's a big-butted woman loving a big-butted man. That big-butted woman loving a beer-bellied man. In the heart of every man is a maxim on which he will stand. It is this, and I quote, "You can have the remote when you pry it from my cold and dead hand." Okay, let's have our quintet up here. Oh, before we do that, I need to say, y'all go ahead and start moving up here. This is made up of Blossom, Matthews, and Mark McCandless, and Jerry Lister. That's why we call it a dysfunctional quintet. That's why I call it that. They call it the impromptu quartet or something, but I call it the dysfunctional quintet. Blossom is one of the ministers of First Methodist Church with her husband Nick. Of course, she goes by Pastor Blossom. I prefer to call her Possum Blaster, because I don't think she's ever laughed very much. But lump it, Linda can tell you. Lump it. But Blossom was after me for a long time to sing something at church, and I said, well, I really didn't want to. And finally I said, Jerry had mentioned this song time or two during jam sessions. And so I told Blossom, I said, okay, I'll sing this if you sing it with me. And then I said, well, get Jerry to play mandolin on it. And then when we walked into practice, Mark McCandless was just standing there with a stone in his mouth.
Kind of milling around, you know.
That's right. And I knew Mark played guitar and sang, so I said, Mark, why don't you come and join us on this song? Anyway, I love this song. It's great. Jerry, if you'll kick us off, Jesus Hold My Hand. Sure. And the kid did. But do you guys know if you ever heard a song by Albert Brumley? It's written by Albert Brumley. Okay, everybody raise their hand. Because he wrote, Jesus Hold My Hand. He also wrote This World Is Not My Home, which Woody Guthrie borrowed the tune from and had his own song. He wrote, I'll meet you in the morning, and I know you've heard I'll fly away. People would call him up and say, hey Albert, turn your radio on. One of your songs is on. Oh, by the way, I was reading today about I'll Fly Away. I was picking cotton when that song came to me, and I really just wanted to fly away from that cotton field.